Hi there, I'm Budda, and you're watching a new segment of Dr. Guitar episodes. This is a quick hands-on, some pieces of gear I really love, and today's piece of gear is the epic Overdrive by Russ Effects. If you have been watching the show, you know I love a lot of the stuff that Russ Effects does, and this is a really complete, great Overdrive. Great sounding as usual for Russ. So basically what we have is two overdrives in a box, but instead of being cascadable or switchable, they're actually mixable. So you can have one overdrive and the other in parallel, so they're not interacting. And you can also blend in your clean signal, which makes for a completely new approach. This is kind of a tube screamer. The Gain 1 is kind of a tube screamer type of overdrive. Gain 2 is more like a Boss OD3 overdrive. And it can work as a clean boost, as a tube screamer-like pedal, as an OD3-like pedal, or both pedals not interacting. So let's hear both. Facing the pedal, basically we'll have tone 1 and drive 1, tone 2 and drive 2, which means tone for the tube screamer and drive for the tube screamer, tone for the OD3 kind of drive and drive for it. Then you have a master volume out, a clear mix, which means if it's counterclockwise, there's no clean mix. And the drive mix, which means if it's all the way to the left, it's just gain 1. If it is all the way to the right, it's just gain 2. It's a little counterintuitive to me, because I would prefer this to be gain 1, this to be gain 2, but that's just me. Let's hear the gain 1. So as usual, I'm playing my Lone Star with my next chop tank. Here's the clean sound. Okay, you can go a little distorted. Sounds really great, really organic. Let's include the clean mix on it. This is just clean. So this is acting as a clean boost. If I put it all on clean, there's no overdrive in either part of the circuit. But it's great to introduce a little more sustain without being too compressed. And to me, the setting would be immediately great. But let's hear drive number 2, how it changes character. Just drive. So it's a little more open, a little brighter to me, a little less scooped and a little less compressed. So with this, I wouldn't even feel the need of bringing in the clean mix, but let's hear it nonetheless. Great, now we can mix both gains. So if we have it at noon, they're both drives are mixed. Let's hear drive number 1, drive number 2. Hear the way sparklier. So let's add just a little of drive number 1 to this sparkle clean tone. Let me introduce a little of the clean sound too. Lord Almighty, this is really, really, really great. But we still have some more. That's why I have the lid open, because inside this beautiful, beautiful pedal, there's a lot of stuff like this trim knob and dip switches that change the pedal's function. I think it's like a set and forget, so you set it to your preferences and you don't ever think about it. But let's go on the inside so you can hear the difference. So the first mod only affects the tube screamer like, I don't know if Russ wants me to call it tube screamer, but it is actually what it's based on. There's 2 knobs, and it basically gets you asymmetrical or symmetrical clipping. So let's hear it on symmetrical, which is the TS style. I tend to like it more in symmetrical. And then there's a fat boost which comes in, so you get more frequency. Usually a tube screamer cuts off the bass. This restores the bass or leaves it untouched. I prefer it full range, but if you want a tight sound or to tighten an amp that is already compressing or blowing, you might use this one depending on your rig. I like it like this. Now we go to this setting here, which sets the tube screamer side to be either a TS-808 style or a TS-9 or OD9 OD808. So here's like an OD808. Again, I prefer it as it comes factory 808. It sounds a little more bright and a little more 3D. It's really subtle, the difference. Really, really subtle. Then we have this. I won't show you this. This is basically what decides the amount of boost for your clean level. It's sounding okay, so I don't want to fuss with it. Basically, it can give you 6, 12, 18, or 20 dB of clean boost, but it's feeling really great, so I don't need more than that. Then this other setting here affects drive 2, so let's listen drive 2. Basically, this gain mod switch here, the trimmer 1, activates this trimmer pot, which means that we can reduce the amount of gain available on gain 2. Gain 2 is really gainy, so I don't want that amount of gain. so it leaves me with a least gainy setting. If I turn it clockwise, it gives me more gain, but I don't want that more gain. I'm at the minimum setting here. I like it the best. Then the FET mode, here you really notice it. It gives you an extra octave. I'm with it on, so hear it full on. Taking it off. And that's it. A lot of options. Set it and forget it. This is now on my preferred settings for this great overdrive. And I think you will set it once, forget it, and then you can tweak it. So something I would like is a compressed sound from the TS type circuit. Let's hear it. Great. Now a little less compressed and tighter, bright sound from the OD side. Blended too. And now add a little of the clean signal. So basically you get all the sweetness of a compressed overdrive side by side with a little less compressed, little more aggressive overdrive, and then all the pick attack of your clean tone. Incredible, incredible pedal. I just wish this would have like 3 or 4 memory settings. That would be great, because there's so many great sounds we can get out of it. As always, Russ Effects is a killer builder. I love it. One of my favorite boutique builder at the moment. Thanks a lot. Let me know if you want me to keep on doing this short hands-on video on epic gear, and which kind of gear would you like me to review here. See you next week.